I don't think so, but it'll be fine.
Oh, perfecto. More gentle than I've ever been with her. I know that's shocking.
We'll save my months there. It is so humid today, it is actually insane. Went for a run this morning, dripping sweat, obviously. Showered. Now dripping sweat when we took 5 or 6 trips down to the car to put all of the plants in here. Yeah, it's a jungle. But we got every plant except 2 in here. And we got 1 in my roommate's car. So that's exactly what we were hoping for. So that's quite good. Today's the first day that we have the new place. We are going over there to do the whole move-in inspection where you have to, notify them of any dings and damages to the property. That way your security deposit is safe. We're going over to do that right now. Plus, we want to move some things before the big move, just because we know that some things are a little bit more frustrating to move, and also since we are asking friends and family to help us out, we would like to be as prepared as possible. We still have a few days before the big move, which is good, but I feel like I will feel much better once a lot of the smaller stuff is put away, just because it's still a busy week for us. And so even though we have a few days, I don't want to wait until the last second and then it's moving day and we don't have everything fully packed up. So yeah, I don't know how much I will be able to show you today, because my biggest thing is I do want to record the process. I do want to, make the memories of this and everything, but I don't want it to hinder my ability to actually move myself, especially since we are having friends and family help. I should be the person working the hardest, quite frankly, since this is all of my belongings, and so I don't want recording things to get in the way of that. So unfortunately, it's going to just be probably a lot of time lapses and a lot of things like that. So just a heads up there. But yeah, let's go to the new place, unload this stuff, hopefully give you somewhat of an empty house tour, and then go from there. All right, see you at the new gig. All right, we are in the new house. We toured it twice before we got here, so we already knew what it was gonna look like and everything, but it is very exciting that it's ours and we can start putting our stuff in it. Obviously, it's quite empty still. All the plants are in. We got some of our other stuff in that we were able to pack in a second car. Roommate just went to go run a few errands. I'm going to leave in a sec to run a few others. But for right now, I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of the place. This lighting is phenomenal. The rest of the house is not fantastic, which we are a little sad about, considering we just moved probably 50 plants in here. But we will make it work, quite frankly. I already have a few light bulbs for plants that are grow lights. I already have a few of those, and so I will be able to probably utilize those again throughout the house, and we might get a few more. That way all the plants will be happy for sure. All right, so all of the communal spaces are on one side of the house. So this is the living room. We have a nice, beautiful brick wall in the back of it. And then it also connects to the kitchen and the dining room. We do love the fireplace. It's just a little tricky with all the brick everywhere to be able to hang certain things up. But this is the dining room right here. It's just a nice little hideaway. There's not much airflow, which is kind of inconvenient, but we will fix that later. And then in the kitchen, It's not great in terms of counter space, but we're going to make it work by adding one of those little portable kitchen islands. But otherwise, it's quite nice with the lighting and everything. This is my bedroom. We believe that it used to be the carport or the garage, but they converted it to an extra bedroom at some point. But it's very, very spacious, which I'm excited about. But these damn bookshelves, super daunting. I just don't want to buy too much stuff for them. I'd rather use the stuff that I have, so we'll see how I can fill it out. But these are the 2 extra bedrooms that we're going into. This is technically a 3-bedroom house, and I think it's because this first one doesn't technically have a closet, so they can't classify it as a bedroom. But these are the 2 extra bedrooms. We don't know what exactly we're doing with them yet, but we will figure it out. This is the guest bathroom. This mirror is too short for me to look in it normally, but it looked fine then. So that's a little inconvenient, but then we're entering the main bedroom here. And not only is it the main bedroom, but it also is the laundry room. The bathroom has the laundry room in it as well, and it stinks because those are stackable washer and dryer hookups. It's a few days later, off to work right now, yay, woo, yes. Later tonight, since I don't have anything after work, the plan is to move the last little bit of fragile things from my room. Obviously all the plants have been moved over now. I have a few little trinkets and things that I would prefer to just move ahead of time. Obviously they could wait because I'm going to like lay old pillowcases and like towels and things in between them so they don't get all messed up and broken. But even still, I would rather just have them done. That way there's only a few fragile boxes that we have to move on the big day, and everything else, we're not gonna obviously throw it around, but it can be handled a little less carefully. And so, yeah, this work week is so frustrating. Like all we wanna do is move. All we want to do is move, but we have to wait and wait and wait. But soon enough, we'll be in the new place. So see you later. All of the lighting just looks atrocious in here right now, so just bear with me. I also don't know why my eyes are so bloodshot, quite frankly, but it is the day before we move, which is very exciting. Every single room has been at least partially torn down, but obviously today is like the last day to pack stuff. So today, everything's gotta get packed and put away. There's a few things that I need to do, like regular routine things, like I need to do all of the dishes, I need to do my laundry because we don't currently have a washer and dryer lined up yet for the new gig. And I don't want to be out of clothes or have to come back here to do laundry for the little bit of overlap that we do have. So I'm gonna try and get all of that done. That way I have at least like 2 weeks worth of work clothes, gym clothes, etc. in case we struggle to find a washer and dryer. But anyways, yeah. So today I think the theme is mainly just gonna be time lapses because there still is a decent amount of stuff to go through and I do have something to go to later in the afternoon. So it's not like I have literally all day to get this all done. So yeah, gonna eat something, gonna start the dishwasher, start my laundry, and then just go ham. I don't know where I'm going to start. Part of me wants to start like in my closet and start moving everything out of there and then like keep working forward. But I might just pick and choose where I go depending on how I feel. Because my closet, most of the stuff, not much else needs to be packed because like I have a few little like bins and things in there and obviously we'll just carry those out. And my clothes, I don't care if they touch my car, quite frankly. So what I did last time and what I'm going to do this time is just take a handful, throw them flat on my car, and then I'll just take them back out and put them in the new closet. I'm not worried about putting them in trash bags to protect them. The clothes are gonna get washed eventually anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, a lot of the closet is mainly done. It's just like shoes and a few other small things that will need to be put in boxes and stuff. So I don't know yet, we're gonna figure it out. But it's time to get going because we have less than 24 hours now until we're moving things out of here. And there is a lot to do. But there's some new good music that came out today. So we're gonna listen to some of that too while we're at it. So in my head, our final, like, when we go to sleep tonight, obviously we'll have out a few things that we know that we need for the morning, in terms of like, you know, our toothbrush, a pair of clothes, that kind of thing. But outside of that, in my ideal world, literally like everything is moved into the common areas. Obviously there's certain things like my bed is gonna stay here. Obviously I'm not gonna sleep in the living room, but like all of the smaller furniture, ideally it would all be pushed all together in one area. That way we have like boxes in one spot, furniture in another, and when we're coming in and out, we're not like, oh, well, does anything else need to like come out of this room, or do we need it? Like, it's just all out in the open, and it's just grab that stuff and go. And so I want to start staging stuff, but I don't think, wow, it looks crazy outside. I want to start staging stuff, but I don't think that I've packed enough yet, quite frankly. And I also haven't torn down enough other things as well. But progress is being made. Normally I feel like I'm a little more sad to see a room disappear, and like, you know, get the decor taken down and that kind of thing. But I didn't hate this room by any means, but it was definitely an interesting experience just because this room had horrible lighting. And also the lighting that I do have... Oh. Maybe let's not multitask, that way you don't drop a tack and potentially step on it later. Anyways, I loved this room. I loved how the decor turned out and everything, and I felt like this was the first one when I actually decorated entirely in a fast-ish fashion, because normally I feel like it's 4 months in and I'm like, oh, I still need to hang up a little bit, where this time I felt like it was finally done pretty early on, which I was happy about. But the lighting was awful. I had to get 2 grow lights for my plants in order to have any plants in here, because the window I do have, it does face south, but it also is technically visible to anyone who's walking in the hallway and the walkway, which we are on the 3rd floor, which obviously there's not going to be that many people walking out and about, but if I'm going to be gone for 10 hours in the day, I don't think I want my window open. And so, yeah, it wasn't a bad room by any means. It definitely had a lot of character and I did like it, but it did just feel not as complete as I would have wanted it, I guess. Doesn't matter. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. But yeah, anyways, I'm taking stuff down and I don't feel as sad, but I am excited for this new room, but I'm also really terrified because of... It has so much character already, but I don't know how to necessarily bring what I currently have into that space, and I don't know how to make that all work. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, but it might take a long time to get it set up, which is a little scary. But anyways, let's continue going. I don't know if I want to keep taking stuff off the walls. I feel like that's probably the best thing to do first. That way I can, once that's all off the walls, I can start throwing that stuff in boxes with everything else. And then from there, it's just furniture and things. All right. It sounds like that's just what needs to be done. The building is currently blocking it, but there is some quite dark clouds right over there. Maybe you'll hear the thunder in a sec, but it is so humid. Yesterday it seemed like it was the last hot day of the summer, the last one over 100. It's supposed to be in the 80s the next 2 days, partially because of rain. Then from there, it's not supposed to hit 100 again, which is exciting, but I know that tomorrow is going to be so rough because it already rained today. I think it's going to rain more based on every direction I look, it's dark. So no matter what way the wind is blowing, it looks like rain is in our forecast. But I mean, I've been outside for 3-4 minutes now and I'm dripping sweat, so I'm a little nervous for tomorrow, but we have enough people helping that it should be fine. I guess you could. It's looking pretty dark over there. So we will see what happens. I have 2 hours to pack more things, get ready, eat a meal, maybe unload the dishwasher and maybe finish my laundry. I might just have to do that tonight when I get home. I do want to start tearing apart my closet. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna clear up the living room a little bit and essentially just move the coffee table, fold up the rug, and then from there I'm going to start bringing some of the bigger things in my closet out here and start putting some of the smaller things into backpacks and other things, because I have so many backpacks that I was gifted or got for free or whatever. So I want to use those. So yeah, I'm just gonna start throwing it out here, quite frankly. That way stuff is starting to leave my room and it's starting to feel a little bit better. I also probably should move one of the couches. That way it's easier to like navigate into here and everything. I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, let's get moving.